Hi everyone, formal season is coming up quickly here in Australia, and this can translate to a prom look or formal occasion look, special occasion look, anything like that. And today's video I have teamed up with Jasmine Hand to bring you both formal looks. I bet that they're quite similar because we do have very similar taste, but we have put together our formal looks for you. They do include two lip options, a nude and a red lip. I'm very excited to collaborate with Jazz and bring you these looks. Jazz started out her YouTube channel, I think this year actually, but I discovered her like a few months ago. Her Instagram page is amazing, like off the charts. She's a makeup artist from Queensland and she creates videos such as makeup tutorials, and she just did a makeup collection and things like that, and she is such a beautiful girl. So after you've watched my video, go and check out her video. I'll have it linked in the screen and also down in the description box, so go and subscribe to her channel and let her know that I sent you. Hello anyone that's come over from Jazz's channel, nice to meet you, and let's get into the tutorial. So starting off with a clean face, I'm working on my eyes first. I'm going to take my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot all over my lid, up towards my brow. The reason why I'm starting with my eyes first is so that I won't get any fallout on the rest of my makeup if I have already done like my foundation, and I definitely don't want any fallout. And also, if my eyeliner doesn't go exactly as planned, then I can always fix it without ruining the rest of my face. So I'm taking that on a flat shader brush and taking it all over my lid. This will cancel out any discoloration on my lid and give me a really nice base for my eyeshadow. I'm taking a little bit of loose translucent powder just to set that. I'm going to quickly do my brows before I start on my eyes. For that, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. There's really nothing special about the way that I do my brows. I just follow the shape of them and fill them in. I just find that this product is the best that I've used and the easiest of filling them in and getting a perfect shape. The thing that I can recommend is make them more bold at the end, and then at the front you just want them a little bit sparse. So even if you just brush out the product with the spoolie. I'm going to take this crease color called Cremebrulee and I'm going to brush it all through my crease there. So on this large fluffy brush, this one is from BH Cosmetics and it's just called a blending brush. And you just want to go back and forth in windscreen wiper motions. It doesn't need to be too perfect or anything. And then you can do little circular motions and hold it by the end of the brush. You want to hold it back here so there's less pressure and you don't grab too much product at once. It's all evenly spread. So this will be our transition color today. Feel free to grab a bronzer or any transitional color that you like. I just like this one because it's nice and warm toned. You want also a matte transition color, so a shadow without any sparkles or glitter or without a sheen to it. I feel like a lot of people may have the Naked palette, so I'm going to use that today. I'm really sorry if you don't have this palette, but there also are a lot of dupes for it. I know BYS has one, Chi Chi has one, Makeup Revolution has one. There are plenty of dupes out there for this palette, which may not have the same exact colors or exact payoff or pigmentation in the shadows, but I feel like there's a lot of palettes out there the same. So on this Real Techniques brush, it's called an Essential Crease Brush. I'm taking Buck and I'm running it through the crease. Now you'll see that this brush is more defined. So you'll see that that's just quite defined through there. And I'm just following this shape here till about halfway across the eye and then back around that corner. And I'm going to push the color out into this corner, creating almost like a cat eye type look, if you'll see what I mean when I'm finished. So you just want to take a little bit on your brush and build it up and just keep going back in and blending. The thing is, as you go wider, just go a little bit softer with the brush, but you want the main bulk of the color to be here, and just blend it out as you reach the outer edge. I like to go back in with my first blending brush and blend it all together as well. The next step is wetting my brush. I'm using my MAC Fix Plus to wet this brush, which is a Real Techniques shading brush. And then I'm going in with Sidecar on the lid, just where we've left everything blank. Wetting your brush will create a metallic finish on the eyeshadow. So So you'll see what I mean. It'll also reduce the fallout, which is fantastic. And there you go. With any fallout, just brush it away. Now this next step is totally optional. You can leave it like it is at the moment, but I'm just going to deepen up this outer crease bit with the color Hustle. I'm just going to deepen it up just ever so slightly. I'm not going to go in with any blacks or anything. I'm deepening it up by using medium to darker shadows, but not exactly black or grey or anything like that. So that's just something to think about when you do your makeup for special occasions. Sometimes it can be messy if you put too much on at once and then you can't blend it out. So that's why color is really easy to work with, and you just take a little bit at a time and just blend it out as you go. In saying that about black eyeshadow, I really love to use black eyeliner. I'm taking this black Australis pencil and I'm going to line my waterline and my tight line. Now that's something completely optional as well. You don't need to take this step. I just like to do it because I find that it makes my lash line look thicker. I find that when I take photos of close-up of my makeup, I can still see my skin color showing through there. And not that it's a bad thing, but I just don't like how it looks on me. You can see already that that's given my eyes so much more definition than they already had. Because I have fair lashes, my eyes don't really stand out that much by themselves. I am using the NARS Black Valley Eye Paint today. It's just a gel color. Feel free to use whatever eyeliner you want. If you want to use one of these pens, then that's fantastic. I do really like these and they're very easy to use, but I find that black gel eyeliner stays on the best. It doesn't transfer, it stays blackest the longest. It just looks great. So that's why I'm using it today, because I just want it to be looking top notch. For my eyeliner, I'm using a Sigma brush called Eyeliner E11. I first like to hold my eyelid down and paint really close to the lash line and make sure that I get right in that corner there. And then what I like to do is draw the flick up and then bring it back down across the lash line. And then I need to usually get really close to the mirror to join them up. Now you can see that I went a little bit too thick here on this side, and that is why I haven't done the rest of my face yet. What I have been loving to clean up my eyeliner lately is taking a really precise angled liner brush. This one is by Furless and it's the Pro 7M. Then I just take some micellar water, dip it in, and then just get in there. Wipe it off between the wipes and then just keep going back in until you're happy with the outcome. I am going to use a primer. I'm using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I know this is super expensive, but you can buy this little mini size, I guess you could say, and I would only use this for special occasions, so it's going to last me a long time. I just feel like this makes my skin look just perfect. And it's something that you definitely want to use for like a special occasion. Oh, it feels so soft. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but my cheeks are quite flushed. It is quite warm here today. So I am going to cover that up because I don't really want my cheeks showing through. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. So it just looks like this. It looks like foundation. I learnt about this from Casey Holmes, actually. It is like a thick concealer to cover up redness pretty much. All I'm gonna do is take some on my finger and splodge it over my cheeks, and I'm just going to blend it out. I might put a bit on my nose as well, actually. So you can see that the consistency is really, really thick. I haven't actually used this that much, but I just noticed my cheeks were very, very flushed today. I thought I would demonstrate it for you guys. If you are suffering with redness, I've always had quite red cheeks. To apply my foundation, I'm using my damp beauty blender. So I'm just gonna bounce that over the top and make sure that it's all blended. I get a lot of questions about what foundation I would recommend with no flashback. The number one that I'd recommend for drugstore is the Maybelline Superstay Makeup. Now this color is in pure beige and it matches me perfectly when I am tanned. Another one that I'd recommend if you're looking for something more high-end would be the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, either the normal range or the Nourishing Waterproof range. I find that is amazing as well. I used the Pro Longwear on my wedding day. I'm going to be mixing in a liquid illuminator with my foundation today, so I'm using the Mineral Therapy Illuminator in Angel Mist by Face of Australia. So I'm just applying the foundation with my beauty blender and I have mixed them on a plate. So remember to blend up right towards your ear, and you want to blend down your neck as well, and you want to join them up with your neck. So this foundation, as you can see, it is full coverage. It does last a long time. It's great for oily skin, I have personally found, and it has no flashback. And yeah, I just really love how the finish is so flawless as well. Really, that didn't take me very long at all, and I think I've achieved a really flawless effect with the foundation. Some might say that it looks a little bit cakey, but I really like full coverage foundations for special events. And you can see that illuminator showing through, like it just has like a glow kind of within. I love the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. You just need to use quite a bit of it. So I'm going to highlight my under eyes with this. Also going to highlight the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead and chin. I'm going to take my finger, my ring finger, and blend it out just in really light tapping motions. You don't want to wriggle or move the skin too much around your eye area. And then take your damp beauty blender and finish blending it out. I'm also taking some LA Girl Pro Concealer in Classic Ivory. It's really important to set the face straight away, so I'm using a loose translucent powder. I'm just picking it up on my brush. And I'm pressing it into the skin. I'm setting the rest of my face with an Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder in Darkest Brown. This will just make sure my makeup stays in place all night. Once again, blend it down your neck. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but if you're a makeup enthusiast like me, I'm sure you have a contouring kind of palette in your collection, so feel free to use that. I'm going to take the warmer shade first, and then I'm going to go in with this shade here as well. I'm just carving out some cheekbones first, so taking it from the top end of my ear to my smile. So you want to draw the line, and then I like to blend out in circular motions. Then I'm going up in the top corners of my forehead and also my jawline. So just drawing the line there, and then I want to blend it down. So creating a shadow there. I am going to contour my nose with that first shade. I'm taking it on this brush, which is the BH Cosmetics brush that came in their set, but you want something that's still got a bit of a fluffy edge and it's not too precise. And I like to do one side and bring in the edges and then follow it down, but not too straight. And then just slightly blend it down. I'm only new to contouring my nose, so I'll get better at it. Using a Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. I like this one because it has a nice sheen to it, so it makes you look like you have a really nice healthy glow. So I'm just circling it on the apples of my cheeks and blending it up towards my temples. Now I'm going to do the whole layering of highlighting products today. I'm using Benefit What's Up and also Champagne Pop by Becca on the top. I've been watching a little bit of Luster Lux lately and she's been obsessed with this. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and dab it on top. And some on my nose. A little bit down there, blending that out a little bit, just really lightly. Then I'm taking Champagne Pop and I'm going over the top. If you think it's a little too much, you can take it back a notch and just use powder highlight or just the cream highlight if you like. Taking Cremebrulee by Makeup Geek on my lower lash line. Then Buck from Urban Decay Naked Palette. And a little bit of Hustle. Just on the outer edge. Taking a bit of that Australis eyeliner just on the lash line, really lightly, just to blend it in. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash first for my mascara. I just find that this really separates them quite nicely. Then to plump my lashes up, I'm using ModelCo Lash and Line mascara. For my inner corner today, I'm using Virgin from the Naked palette. And my brow bone. Today I'm using the Voila lashes from Esqido. They are mink lashes. People always ask me on tips on applying false lashes, and I don't know if I really have any tips. I kind of just put the glue on, wait for it to get tacky, and this hasn't got glue on it. And I pull this eye down and I kind of stick it there, and then I get really close to the mirror and make sure it's right up against my lash line. So I'll just kind of close my eye a little bit, stick it on the top, and then see ya. Using the Esqido glue, which is my favorite glue at the moment. I just did a favorites video and mentioned it because it's so good. I've actually broken these ones a little bit and I've had to chop them so they're a little bit shorter, but that is another technique, I guess, another tip. Trim your lashes. Don't just take them out of the box and put glue on them and stick them to your eyes. I would recommend trimming them like a little bit off the outer edge, then just press them to your actual lashes to make sure that they're sticking in okay. Okay, so I've just done my hair. I actually filmed a hair tutorial that will be out eventually, but I'm going to give you two lip options today. One will be a nude lip, which is my favorite combo at the moment, and then I'm also going to do a red lip. One of the things about this collaboration is we are going to give you two lip options, a nude and a red lip. So here's my nude lip. It starts off with using a darker nude lip liner. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Addiction. This is how much I've used this pencil. This is the last time I'll be able to use it. So I just trace around the edges of my lips and leave the center of my lips bare. And then I go in with a lighter colored lip liner. I usually use a light pink, but today I'm using MAC Naked. Then over the top, I'm using the Too Faced Lip Injection Color Bomb little pencil thing in Never Enough Nude. I like to rub my lips together and then over the top just go back over with that darker lip liner. Now this one is a lip plumper, so it will tingle your lips. It does at times hurt a little bit, but you get over it anyway. And if it's really that bad, just take it off. Over the top, I've been using the Lanolips Lip Ointment with Color in Rose. And you certainly don't need a lot of it. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't taste very nice. So I think a nude lip can be really classic. It can be the safe option. For me, I know that it is always gonna suit, but I really like a nude lip because it can look sexy without looking too over the top, and it pretty much goes with any kind of outfit that you're going to wear. I just really love a nude lip. So let's get into something a little bit more adventurous and I'll show you what my red lip choice would be. I'm going in with the Essence Red Lip Liner in Femme Fatale. You have to be so careful with red lips, so I'm going to trace around the outside edges and then fill them in. So after the lips are fully lined, I'm just going to blot them. Now I'm using MAC's lipstick in Relentlessly Red. This is a retro matte lipstick, so it is very long lasting. I feel like this would be a lot brighter if you didn't have the lip liner underneath. Maybe if you had a nude lip liner or even just straight onto your lips, I feel like it would make it brighter. So that is the end of my makeup tutorial. I hope you liked how it turned out, and I hope it was okay that I used a bit of high-end products and drugstore products. Obviously, just go with whatever you're comfortable with. If you do have the high-end products, that's awesome. If not, that's still awesome. If you're trying your makeup yourself, remember to practice, practice, practice. You can be amazing at anything if you just practice. It's such an exciting time, and I hope you have an amazing formal or prom or whatever it may be. Something else that I want to point out about this makeup, all the products that I've used today, it can take really amazing photographs. I'll insert a clip of the flash to no flash, and I think it looks really amazing in photography. But don't forget to go and check out Jazz's video now and go subscribe to her channel. I'll leave it all listed down below. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! So I can finish my formal makeup because I need to do a nude lip and a red lip. I'm not going to do this lip. I'm going to be doing the lip that I've been wearing all the time lately, which is a combination of a few products.